All right,
There
let's
we
go.
go.
I don't want to talk about, but let's talk about it. Man, Stylebender got knocked out again. How how
Yeah,
can we
man.
slice and dice this any other way?
So
Um,
is he just? I don't know the eye poke, man. I would have had to get myself straight a little
yeah,
bit longer after the eye poke.
bro, that sneaky that sneaky left hand caught him. It looked like that sneaky left hand caught him, and once it connected, and he was in panic mode. And I think salute to his opponent Nassourdine Imamov, and I didn't know about him, the French fighter, but I definitely Friday night or Friday morning, what time? Afternoon.
Right.
We all got to know who he is in Saudi Arabia. That this guy is the truth, man. He took out a legend. Izzy is undeniably one of the people that brought me into mixed martial arts because I mean I relate to dude, man. I relate to him not only just being a black fighter, but also he's character, he's story, he's the way he sells fights, he's charisma, he's unapologetic nature, and it, it was a good ride. It was a good time having him in the UFC. Sometimes for some legends, and they say this fighters are the same as rappers. They're the last person to know that they're old at rapping. Like the fans will be like, "Nah, I'm not buying your music." A fighter will not know it's time to. The same way as you have a 50-year-old rapper still trying. I got one
Hey,
more in me. I got one more in me. I got one more. Same thing as a
I
fighter. We've seen our greats go out like that, man. Like Roy Jones fighting in Russia. I was like, nah. Evander Holyfield. We've seen that with Bernard Hopkins. Getting knocked out of cleared him out of the canvas. It's
hey,
just
I asked. I think I asked when we if we talked about this fight if we were seeing the decline. Would this continue? And not taking their time with the eye poke. A veteran like himself should understand that he understood the risk. It's like that to continue, so it's hard to give him the benefit of the doubt.
right.
With that because
Right.
it's such a thing. Everything matters at that high level.
Mm-hmm.
If your vision is impaired, you need to take your time so that you can avoid a situation like that. And unfortunately, it just seems that we're at a point in his career where he's slowing down
Yeah.
and he's 4-5 in his last 9
Nine, yeah.
bouts.
And it's been the tail end of his career where he's been getting these L's. And I think it's not a physical thing that he's struggling. It's actually when you when your chin gets checked and you get knocked out. I think the next fights something happens where you get a glass jaw. Something just happens. I mean, because he used to eat the most furious hits. But ever since Pereira came in and straightened him out, he came back, beat Pereira. After that, everybody else has been taking their turn on this dude. And I love dude, but sometimes like I don't know if it's a head trauma thing where once like Amir Khan, when Amir Khan was not getting beat up, but when he got beat up by like one time, everybody else had to take their rounds on Amir Khan from Canelo and everybody just knocking him out, like just knocking him out, like you just know him. Like that's what's happening to Israel right now.
Hey, those shots add up very quickly,
Yeah.
very quickly. So
That you don't want to call him glass jaw, only any of them type of names because bro, he's more fearless than me. I would never put myself in that type of situation. Respect, I'll never call him anybody a glass because I'll be the glass jaw. But geez, we want our legends to go out on their own terms. I like that, but man, can't you not read the room and say,
Might
yo,
be, might be time. Might be time for him to fight Jake Paul.
no,
yeah, go ahead,
no.
I think
go
he's
ahead, go ahead, get a bag, man. Go ahead. No,
Jake,
this is for his.
Jake Paul is called the
The
legend killer. Like
No, he needs to be appropriately compensated for his career. We don't care what happens.
But Jake Paul beat Anderson Silva. He beat Tyson.
And we don't care.
Like Jake Paul is the retirement house for last
Hey,
will.
those guys are, are going to the bank with a big bag. They don't care. We know what's up. We know Izzy's career is incredible. Go ahead and get a bag with Jake Paul, and then L or Dub, whatever. We good with it. We appreciate your service. Here's his donation. Send you on your way.
Man, Izzy gave us some of the most memorable times in the UFC. So salute to you, Izzy. Salute to the guy, the gentleman that won. Hopefully you get a title contending fight in the middleweight. But hey, it was one of those that it's hard to see when one of your, like, Izzy was larger than life like 4 or 5 years ago. Like when we started the show, LT, like 4 or 5 years ago, man, Izzy was like, we did our Mount Rushmore, man. I think I put Izzy in there. I don't know if I put Izzy in there, but I may have. We may have to run back and do because we did top 10 boxers. We may have to do a show again, doing our top 10 boxers and then top 10 MMA. I don't think LT, yours is not going to change because you went for legacy acts. I remember you adding in, you add Butterbean, and you went for it that time. So
those are my honorable mentions. My honorable mentions, yeah.